Think about every class you ever sat through: math, English, history, science, maybe a foreign language, maybe an art elective. Now think about this. In all those years of education, did anyone sit you down and teach you how money actually works? Not how to make it, not how to spend it, how it works, how taxes actually function, how interest compounds, for you and against you, what life insurance actually does while you're still alive, what happens to your income if you can't work. Nobody taught you that, not your school, not your parents, because nobody taught them either, not your employer, not your profession. And that gap, that missing chapter, has cost most people more money than any bad investment ever could. That's what this video is about. My name is Maliki Kamara. I'm a licensed financial professional and the founder of Earn It, Learn It, Keep It, a financial literacy platform built for working families, nurses, immigrants, and first-generation professionals who did everything right and still weren't handed this information. I was one of those people, and the stories I'm going to share with you today are real. By the end of this video, you're going to know the 5 specific things financial education forgot to teach you. Not general money advice, the exact concepts that if you had learned them earlier would have changed decisions you've already made. Plain language, real examples. Let's go. Let me start with something that might be uncomfortable. The financial education gap is not an accident. It's the result of a system that was built to produce workers, not owners, not investors, not people who understand how money compounds, how taxes can be structured, or how to build income outside of employment. A worker who understands taxes deeply asks inconvenient questions. A worker who understands income protection has options the employer can't control. A worker who understands how money grows outside a paycheck is harder to keep in place. Now, I'm not saying there's a conspiracy. I'm saying the incentives were never aligned with teaching you these things, and the result is the same either way. A woman I know, I'll call her Diane, ran an administrative department at one of the T-top banks in Nigeria for 8 years. She understood financial systems, she managed accounts. She knew how money moved through institutions. Then she came to America and still found herself shopping 84 grocery items on Instacart for $13.64. No tip. Pregnant. She wasn't missing work ethic. She wasn't missing intelligence. She wasn't missing credentials. She was missing the American financial manual, the specific knowledge of how this system works. And nobody hands you that at the airport. Here's what's in that manual. 5 things. Most people never learn any of them, not because they couldn't, but because nobody was obligated to teach them. Missing lesson 1, how your income is taxed and how to change it. Most people think taxes are fixed. You earn money, a percentage goes to the government. End of story. That's not how it works. The tax code is not a flat charge. It's a system full of levers, and those levers were built for people who knew they existed. W-2 employees, people with jobs, have access to the fewest levers. Business owners, independent earners, people with income outside their primary employment, they have access to many more. I'm not talking about loopholes. I'm not talking about anything illegal. I'm talking about structures that are built into the tax code that most working professionals never use because nobody told them they existed. A pharmacist I know owed the IRS every single year. She was paying taxes. She just didn't understand that she was paying more than she owed. Not because she was doing anything wrong, because she didn't have access to the right structures. That changes with education. Missing lesson 2, your income has a ceiling and it was built in before you arrived. Nobody tells you this when you accept a job offer, but employment income is designed to be predictable for the employer, not for you. Raises are capped by budget cycles. Bonuses are discretionary. Promotions are limited by org chart geometry. The ceiling exists. It was there before you showed up, and it will be there after you leave. A nurse who worked 6 years for her license looked at her $3,500 monthly take-home pay and said, "The page couldn't carry my life." She worked more shifts. The ceiling remained. She got another degree.
The ceiling remained because the ceiling is structural. It doesn't move just because you work harder. It moves when you build income outside it. Missing lesson 3. Life insurance is a living financial asset, not just a death benefit. Most people think life insurance is simple. You pay a premium, you die, your family gets money. That's one version of life insurance. But the version most working professionals need does something very different. Certain policies build cash value over time, money you can access while you're alive, for an emergency, for an opportunity, for the moment when your income pauses and the bills don't. There's also something called a critical illness rider. If you're diagnosed with cancer, have a heart attack, have a stroke, you can access your death benefit while you're still alive, when the medical bills arrive, when the income stops, when your family needs stability the most. That's not a sales pitch. That's a financial concept most people never encounter until they're sitting in a hospital, wishing they had known earlier. Missing lesson 4. What your retirement account actually costs before you retire. The 401k is real. It builds, it compounds. It's a legitimate tool, but most people have no idea what it costs to access that money before age 59 and a half. Here's what happened to one person I know. He had over $300,000 saved, watched the market go up, then watched it come down, panicked, withdrew early. Here's what he paid to access his own money. $30,000 lost to market timing, $75,000 taken by federal withholding, $50,000 kept by the institution. He paid $155,000 to access money he earned. That's not a scam. That's how the account is designed. He just didn't know the design, because nobody was required to explain it to him before he signed up. Missing lesson 5. Income security is not the same as job security. This might be the most important one. Your whole life, you were told, get a good job, stay loyal, work hard, you'll be secure. And that advice came from people who loved you. It wasn't wrong. It was just incomplete. Because job security and income security are two completely different things. Job security means your employer hasn't let you go yet. Income security means your financial life can survive whether they do or not. A social worker I know walked into homes with no heat, served families in crisis every single day, while her own financial heat was barely on. One accident, one diagnosis, one layoff, and her family would have been in the same position as the families she was serving. That's not a personal failure. That's what job security without income security actually looks like. Now here's the part nobody tells you after explaining all of this. Knowing these 5 things doesn't automatically change your situation. There is a gap between knowing and doing, and that gap has a name. Financial education without financial structure is just information. And information alone does not change your bank account. Here's what I see happen constantly. Someone watches a video about money, reads a book, listens to a podcast, they feel more informed, and then they go right back to the same paycheck, the same expenses, the same financial structure they had before. Because information without a next step is just awareness. Diane, the banker doing Instacart, she knew how money moved through institutions. She still couldn't make $1,400 a month work because knowing the theory and having the structure are two different things. So what closes the gap? 3 things. First, someone who speaks your language, not financial jargon, not textbook concepts. Someone who understands your actual life, your income, your family structure, your specific situation. Second, a specific next step, not a vague goal, not save more, not invest wisely. One concrete action that moves your financial picture forward this week. Third, accountability, which is why community matters. The people around you set your financial ceiling as much as your income does. Change your circle. Change your financial trajectory. That's not motivational speaking. That's what every person who changed their financial situation will tell you when you ask how it actually happened. I want to close with the truth about what this gap actually costs. Not in theory. In real life, it costs the pharmacist $75,000 in federal withholding on money she already earned. It cost the nurse her evenings and weekends to double shifts that never changed the ceiling. It cost the immigrant professional years of rebuilding from zero because nobody explained how the new system worked. It cost the single mother the night she should have been home because the only lever she had was more hours. None of that is personal failure. All of it is a missing chapter, and missing chapters can be added. That's what this platform exists to do. Your parents taught you everything they knew. Your school taught you what it was designed to teach. Your employer gave you what it was incentivized to give you. None of them were obligated to hand you this, so nobody did. Your money has a manual, you just never got it until now. I've put together a free resource called The Missing Chapter. It walks through exactly what we covered today, the 5 financial concepts most people were never taught, and gives you one specific action for each one. The link is in the description. Download it, it's free. And if you want to have a real conversation about your own financial picture, where you are, what structure you have, and what one next step looks like for your specific situation, the link in my bio gets you to a free consultation. I'm a licensed financial professional. I work specifically with working professionals, healthcare workers, immigrant families, and people who are just now getting this information for the first time. No pressure, no pitch, just the conversation you should have had years ago. And if this video gave you something real, hit the subscribe button below and share it with someone who's been doing everything right and still wondering why it's not adding up. They've been missing the same chapter. Earn it, learn it, keep it,